And I'm free now because I'm on, what's this, winter break? Yeah, from school. So, how y'all biscuits doing? Are y'all doing good? Y'all doing bad? I can tell you how I've been. I've been a little iffy lately. This semester's been up and down just like all the other semesters. I mean, like, this is just like a rerun of what happened the other semester. I mean, there are little saucy things in here, a little sauciness in this semester. But other than that, everything's been pretty much the same. Look at that kill right there. It's beautiful. Okay, what I'm going to be going over today is what I went through in this semester, along with what upcoming freshmen can expect in their future semesters, and also how they can prepare for it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just get started with my semester. My semester was... oh my god, I really don't want to talk about it. There were a lot of mixed emotions. There were a lot of mixed grades. There was a lot of junk food and shitty food and a couple bad choices. Not bad choices as in the sense of drinking or drugs. I don't do anything of that sort. But in the sense of what I should have had my priorities to be. Like what I should have prioritized. So... you know, every sophomore, well, I'm a sophomore now, but once you go through that freshman phase, you kind of get a feel for everything. Well, I had to get a feel for everything all over again in my sophomore phase because I transferred schools, transferred colleges. I went from a college to a university, so the workload was a little more intense. I couldn't really study the way that I want to due to my schedule. It was back to back. I usually had an hour gap in between my classes. But I don't have that anymore, so everything that I learned in the previous class kind of had to stick in my brain while I was learning a totally new subject. Ignore these terrible quitscopes, by the way. So everything that I learned in my class, damn, that's S, before, say I had chemistry and pre-calculus back to back. So chemistry is already a very intense class by itself. I wouldn't say that any of these classes are difficult. It's just the fact of getting a hang of them and also just grinding it out and also staying committed to them. Take that in mind to these freshmen that are listening to this video. There is not a single class that you're taking that is difficult. It's just very time consuming and it requires a lot of commitment. Okay, it's like a marriage. You're married to this damn school when you can't cheat the system. You can't cheat on them with some friends and then expect to have like a really good GPA or a really good performance level. I mean, it's just not the way it works. I mean, you can like chill with some friends, but if you're choosing friends over school, I'm telling you, the friends are gonna win and your fucking GPA is going to lose to its fullest. So you really have to take that in mind. A lot of people are better at prioritizing their time, and when it comes to prioritizing time, that means losing sleep. So this is what my professor told me. You can either have a social life, sleep, or get good grades. And he told me that two of those things are gonna have to stick while one loses. So you can get good grades and have a social life and have no sleep. You can have sleep and have good grades but not have a social life. I mean, it's really true at this university, and I'm at Augusta University as we speak, and I will be getting my pre-med or bachelor's in biology in around 2 years. Yeah, 2 to 2.5 years, depending on how my grades were this semester. And I'm pretty confident in what they were, but it's not that straight A 4.0 GPA what I usually have. So I may have to retake some classes so that I can stick with that normal GPA that I strive and grind for. But you know, not every semester is going to be the same. Not every semester is going to have the same results. Okay, enough about me. I want to try to get into you freshmen out there. Okay, freshmen, there are 4 to 5 steps that you have to obey to get good grades and also just to have fun in school. Okay, one is get a planner. Get a planner and get a planner. Okay, once you have that planner, you'll be able to I can't even say this word, prioritize what comes first as to what comes second. School, of course, always comes first. You came to, you're out of school. What do you expect to be your first priority? So school is going to be 1. Okay, that planner is going to save your life, and it saved my life. One of my friends from school said that Google Calendar was very good. She thought that it was complex at the beginning, but she figured it out. Oh my gosh, I just got fried. But yeah, she figured it out. I use either that or the calendar on my phone. I also use a physical planner also. So those are 3 options that you can get. You can get a calendar app or a planner that you can write things down. I would suggest either a planner or on your phone. Well, I suggest the physical planner because studies have shown that once you write things down, it kind of sticks better as opposed to texting, because you're actually using a little more physical effort writing things down as opposed to typing. Okay, you have the planner. Next is motivation. You have to go into a classroom or a study room with the mindset that you will succeed. If you have doubts 24/7, those thoughts are going to reflect on what your grades are. So if you constantly think that you're going to get a C or a B, you're going to get a C or a B. If you think that you can't handle this, odds are you're going to be right. Because it's all that college is a mental game. So if you think that you're going to fail, odds are you will fail. So what you have to do, you have to keep a positive mindset throughout this whole process. Even if things seem dark, you still have to keep a positive mindset, and also motivate your friends and your social groups. I'll get to social groups later. So first is planner, second is going to be the mindset, staying motivated. Third, social groups. Okay, you have to find the right social group. You can't go around hanging with people that just party all the time. If you do that, then you'll get all your priorities mixed up. Once you get your priorities mixed up, your grades are going to flunk, you're going to feel shitty about yourself, and it's just going to be a bad semester in general. Who wants to tell their parents that they dropped out of college because they hung around the wrong people? That's one shitty ass excuse why your grades will drop. Let me see what I didn't get him. Anyway, yeah, you want to surround yourself around people that know what they're doing, that have their life on track, and also know what's, I don't know how to word this, know what to get done first. I don't know shit. Like I said, prioritize. Get his ass. Is anyone else coming through? Get his ass too. Let's go. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you want to prioritize and also find the right social group. Because you are who you hang around with. If you're going to hang around some bums that just party and drink and smoke all the time, you're going to end up doing that shit too. Say that. Okay, you're going to say, I don't smoke, I don't drink. But once you hang around those people, it'll start piquing your interest. And then you're going to be like, oh, what's one time? One time couldn't happen. Okay? That's usually what happens with every college kid that thinks that they have all their shit figured out. They're hiring their worst. Yeah, I know what to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. They're just subtle. When in the back of their mind, sometimes, I mean, this isn't the case always, but sometimes, if they're really hiring their horse, they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they're just trying to fit in, or just feel like they know what they're doing. So what you want to do, you want to find some nice, humble, down-to-earth people. I was lucky to find that with all the groups that I worked with. I worked with the sociology group, that was amazing, and the humanities group, that was amazing. We got an A on our freaking project, in a group project. That was my, first or second time, no, that was my first time ever doing a group project, and everyone actually did their part. I've heard nightmares of people not committing to their group projects and ended up failing the group project because of that one person. So I really want to say thank you to those 2 groups, and also to staying true to your people and your fellow classmates, all that shit. Anyway, the 4th one is going to be eating habits. And as this game closes, I'm just going to completely continue to ramble. I'm just going to continue to ramble. Okay, eating habits. You can, well, it depends on your financial status. I mean, I'm not the richest guy out there, so I've been going off of 4 for 4s, 3 for 4s, and McDoubles for the past year and a half now. And again, it does not, it really shows. I mean, I lost all my gains. Like, all the bullshit that I've eaten. And you're just going to be looking at some trees for right now. But if you want, you can just close your eyes and just listen to my voice. I know it's soothing, isn't it? It's amazing. Okay, yeah. But you can take that fast food route. The cafeteria that I'm at serves 4 chicken strips for $8. Okay, let that sit in. If you have a meal plan, go for it. I mean, yeah, what's that? $20,000 a year, $40,000. Yeah, you can have that. I'm gonna stick to my McDoubles and my little cheeseburgers on the side. I spend around roughly like $10 a week on food. That's not bad as opposed to a whole what like 40 to $50 per week that people usually spend. So I'm pretty comfortable in what I'm spending. It's not exactly the healthiest. I'm not I'm not gonna lie, but it's what gets the job done. I personally like cooking at home, but I'm always on the run because I end up leaving school at around 8 or 9 and I get home at around 11 to 10 o'clock at night. So I really don't have any choice of prepping meals, and I go to work every weekend, so I don't have time to meal prep. Again, I go from 1 o'clock p.m. to what's it, 12 in the morning, Saturday and Sunday. So I really don't have time to do any of that. I barely have time to wash my clothes. So it's really hard to find time to do those other priorities, which is where the planner comes in. I didn't really plan things out when it came to like clothes and food. I kind of just rolled with the punches with that one. But when it came to school, I kind of had everything figured out. But those are the 4 things that I say that you need. You need to stay motivated. You have to have a positive mindset. You need a planner. Please get a planner. Find the right social group and eat the right foods. If you, well, studies have showed also that someone who has bought food and prepared it as opposed to eating out has saved more money. But it's just more convenient to me, and it's like right down the street from my school, so I just go for it. And like I said, I don't have the time. But cooking at home is a much healthier, easier method. And that's all I have today. I'll probably have a follow-up if I miss anything. If you want any more like suggestions or topics that you want me to go over that has to do with school, relationships, anything like that, any type of advice, just leave them down in the comments below. All right, good luck, freshmen, and watch out for that freshman 15. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm on my sophomore 17. I think I just gained what, like another 20 pounds 20 pounds over this semester from all those freaking McDoubles. But you know, I'm not gonna hate sponsoring McDonald's. But yeah, good luck, freshmen, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.